Hello, this is Emmy the Book Slayer, Emmyjo the Book Slayer. I told you I would check in with you later today. It happens to be now. I have some free time. I figured might as well touch base on some books. Um, Two books. First book that I'm going to tell you about is, if you could see that, it is the Sweetheart Sham. That one I just read, and I give it 5 out of 5 steaks. And the reason being is I just have to say it is very cute. The characters, they were wonderful. I mean, you know, it it touches base on a lot of things, like a lot of prejudice in small towns and everywhere really. Basically, the basis is Georgia's best friend Will. He has come out only to her, and of course, they mention God. That's it, nobody else. So she tells him, and I'm gonna get back to, let's see, um, and I'm not gonna give any more spoilers than that. I was gonna give a sentence in there, but yeah, I don't think I want to. Because I feel I'm already gonna tell a little bit of some spoilers, I guess. Basically, Georgia decides right away, this is my best friend. Yeah, I'll pretend to help you with this crazy plan. I'll pretend to be your girlfriend because both their families are like, they wanted them together for so long because they've wanted for generations, the two families to come together. However, because of how things turned out, there's never been um, two kids born around the same time. It's been a jump in age, gaps, and it hasn't happened to merge those two families together. So George is like, yeah, I'll help you, but I really think if you tell your family, they will understand. Well, he's like not having, he's like, no, remember so and so left town, they're not going to understand, especially my grandfather isn't going to understand. But she thinks, like they will. But, as the book goes on, she's kind of like, oh my God, I'm selfish because she's thinking it is hard. How are you going to come out to your family and tell them, hey, this is my life. He feels once they go to college and they move away, he'll be able to have his life, something for him. Well, of course, over the summer, he's like he meets someone, and that's the whole reason for this plan. Well, Georgia is trying to help her mom plan a wedding, for his his brother and everybody. They're trying to do everything together. Well, Bo Montgomery comes back, and she sort of had a thing with him, and that's the cousin of Will and Drew. So, but Will has never been told about this, and they were going to tell, that they were together 2 summers ago, but him and his mom left right away. So that's another story with them. They left. His secrets, is his to tell, and he has to come to terms. And all he's thinking is, great, I get to see Georgia, I get to make it up, explain, because she never would let me explain the reason why, me and my mom left, like, right away. And he comes back, and he's like, I'm going to, tell her, but then he sees Georgia's with Will, but he doesn't know it's a fake relationship. Fake boyfriend, fake girlfriend. But as she spends a little bit more time with him, it's harder, for them not to flirt with each other. The feelings coming about. Will keeps asking her, is there something going on? And she says no. Well, of course, you know how things are. Things go crazy. So I'm not going to tell you any more than that. I do believe it's number one book in this series, so there will be more. I hope there will be more of all of these characters, but I'm only just getting into the Southern Charm, novel, so And it's on my Kindle, but I believe you can buy it in the store, Amazon, Barnes& and Noble, I mean, you can do it. Now, my other book that I'm reading, or read actually, I should say, is The Heartbreak Cure. And that one's got a great cover too. And that one is really good because that one's another 5-star. 5 out of 5 stakes, I should say. Another fake, I must be on a roll with these fake relationships thinking that they're going to work. This one is, I feel sorry for the girl. Um, Basically, she, how do I say, well, I guess they kind of tell in the book on the back cover. Basically, the character, she doesn't think that she would like this guy, but she ends up dating him, and it doesn't seem like they dated for very long. However, I guess they dated long enough to where, I guess I can say this. He just did it as a joke to see how things go, and he posts the breakup on YouTube. It goes viral, and everyone knows how that goes. Once it goes to social media, you're done for. Like, everyone's already seen it. Even if you've taken it down, consequences, it's already still there. It's already out to the world. Unless you have no followers or nothing, then maybe, there's a chance. But being in high school, you know how that goes. Everyone's reposting. Everyone's like, hey, go see this. So, this one, again, it's 5 out of 5 stakes. Uh, Basically, she wants to get over that breakup. Not so much, I guess, that breakup, but I guess Kat, she more or less doesn't want anybody to think that she's dwelling on it, even though she kind of is. And because everyone's seen it, and it was the end of the summer, she's nervous about going back to school. Well, she also wants to be on the newspaper. Well, she doesn't want, the editor to think, oh my gosh, she's going to be on here just to talk trash about so-and-so of what they did to her. So she's worried about that more, besides, of course, about what everyone has to say about her and laugh at her. They did memes about it, how it goes. So then there's that. But now in the rest of the story, there's Alex. Alex is their best friend. He went through some stuff a few years back. So, with his mom and his sisters, he's got to come to terms with all of that and everything that's happened, and, his secrets that he has. And he basically is look down, go to school, don't be friends with anyone because that's not part of the plan. He doesn't want to be friends with people, doesn't want to be in their drama, doesn't get into anything extra. He just goes to school, comes home, and he works his 2 jobs. Really, he's friends with Kat because he goes to her house, in her backyard and hang out. That's when they hang out. She knows that he's kind of her friend. Well, she comes up with a funny thing, she's like, hey, why don't you be my fake boyfriend? Well, as you know from the last few books that I've read, you know how this is going to go. Well, things go great, however, Alex, I can tell you this, he's always had feelings for Kat. He just doesn't want to screw up in his plan to get out of that town, go away to college. And he doesn't think he's good enough for her. He thinks because of his family and past everything that he's not good enough for her because everyone looks at him like, he's trash basically. And she's the golden girl or whatever you want to say. But she doesn't look at him like that. She looks at him like he's this wonderful friend, like he's awesome, like he's not what everyone thinks. Well, because he likes her so much, he doesn't want to see her hurt. He agrees to it right away. He's like, okay. But then he starts thinking, oh my goodness, what have I done? Because I'm no good for her. She shouldn't be around me. Well, he starts changing a little bit, and you know, they go through to get everyone to believe that they really are together. And her best friend's like, he's always liked you. And she's like, no. And then she starts to like him a little bit. And it goes a little bit from there. It goes back and forth, kind of like, you know, him coming to terms, like, is he good enough for her? And then his grandmother's like, you know, hey, you are. We see that you're good enough. You have to see it. And then she's thinking maybe she's pushed him too hard. So Kat's just like going back and forth, like, what have I done? Maybe I shouldn't have. So it was a quick, you know, kind of, it was fun, but it was kind of alright. Like you got to think, like, wow, like I can identify with Alex, with his character a little bit. I can identify with what he goes through, like not thinking of all that. So that was really great for me. Kat, I can get, she's, you know, into reading books and this and whatnot. I can get in with, you know, her character too. And then same like with the Sweetheart Sham. I can get with, you know, with George's character. It's just, you know, a lot of different things. So that was nice reading these. I'm sorry if this is very long. I do want to say, you know, I'm going to be wrapping this up real quick. My book that I'm reading now, which I like the story and all. I don't know if it's just because it's long or because some of the words that are used in this are very confusing a little bit. You have to think about it because of the writing style. I know in the first book of this series, it took me until towards the end to like, oh, I like this book because I understand it now. So now the second book, I think I have like 8 hours left. It feels like it's taken like forever. You know, like when you're at work and you're like the time, you keep looking and it's not gone any further. Kind of feels like that, but it's an interesting story, so I'm sticking with it. I want to get it finished. Not today like I assumed I would. Maybe tomorrow. What's tomorrow? Thursday? Maybe Friday we'll have it done. But it's called Sea of Strangers. And it's by Erica Cameron. I'm going to finish that. And it'll probably be a 3.5, 4 star. Just to give you a heads up. Unless anything changes within, you know, the book. I don't know. But after that, I am reading. Let me get to it. I know most of them are on my Kindle, but I promise you, I do have like paperback and hardback books that are on hand. They're just, because we're in the middle of moving, they're like, you know, in a box or something. But I'm reading Shadow of a Girl by Shannon Greenland. Now that one's starting off really well. I can't wait to get further into that one, but I do want to make myself finish the other one first, because I'm so prone to reading like 4 or 5 freaking books at the same time that I just don't realize it, but I want to get through the other ones so badly, because next year, I know I said I want to finish my Game of Thrones book, the first one in the series. That's not going to happen. I want to get into it and start it and finish maybe that book, the first one, and maybe the second one. I don't think I can read all of what Dude's Man wrote, but I'm going to get up there soon. But I do want to let you know, if you like this video, you want me to read something else, want to talk about something else, writing, maybe you have a book that you've been writing you want me to read, I'll check it out. I generally like YA books, but I do read a lot of Nicholas Sparks, some James Patterson, so keep that in mind. I'll check it out. I do like a lot of futuristic, you know, books as well, so definitely just let me know. Just hit subscribe, like, leave me some comments. Thank you, and have a great Wednesday and possibly week, because I don't know I'll be able to get to you again until Saturday or Sunday. Bye-bye now.